What's up YouTube? Sake1 here with an update video on my 75-gallon reef tank. It has been 2 years today. Lots happened since I first set up the tank. I had to move everything. That was pretty awesome. And I think over the course of 2 years, everything's well established now and doing pretty well. So I guess the first thing I'll go into is the livestock. So I picked up this guy recently. He is my Niger trigger, or as they call him, a red tooth trigger. He's pretty cool. My yellow fox face died. I'm not sure what happened to him. He just stopped eating for about a week, and then after a week, I woke up the next morning, he was stuck to one of the power heads, so at least the starfish didn't get him before he died. So yeah, I picked up this guy about 3 weeks ago. He's pretty cool. I think he's going to be the last fish I actually add to the tank. He gets pretty aggressive towards newcomers, I hear, but I think I'm going to add a yellow chorus wrasse in the future, so we'll see how that goes. And then back here's my clowns. My anemone just split. I just today actually took the other half up to my local fish store, or a friend of mine who just opened a coral store. You can see that section right there is where the split part was, and it actually wound up frying the side of that coral, and then there was a huge cup coral sitting right there, and the anemone pretty much destroyed it. So that was nice. But clownfish are doing well. They're turning pretty black as they get older and fatter, but they're doing great. And then let's see, picked up this guy, a long-nosed hawkfish. He's neat, not very aggressive. He basically perches either there or he'll sit over here in this leather finger coral a lot, just waiting for live shrimp that never come by. And then there's my yellowtail damsel. He's been in there since I started the tank. And there's my yellow-eyed coal tang. He's actually the most aggressive fish in the tank. Anytime I add something new, if it's not bigger than him, he pretty much dominates it. I got a 6-line wrasse around here, and also an algae blenny. Not sure where the two. Oh, here's my wrasse. If I can get in on him, he hides a lot, but he's pretty cool. So my corals, I guess we'll start over here. This acro back here I bought at a frag show about 6-8 months ago. It's really taken off. The actinic lights don't really help much, but it's green, purple, and blue. The polyps are purple, which kind of sucks. I was hoping they'd be fluorescent green under my lights, but they're still purple, but it's doing well. Got my pink bird's nest here. Can't really see that too well under the light. Down here, I think these are some zombie isoanthids or something like that. And then right next to them, see if I can get this lepto to come up. It's a jack-o'-lantern lepto. Again, real hard to see with those actinic lights. Down here, got one of my brains. He's doing well. And then there's my torch coral. I don't know if you saw my videos before, but it was huge. Had about 4 heads on it. Foxface went ahead and destroyed 3/4 of that, but it's coming back nice. And over here I got my Duncans. They're doing well, and next to them I got some rainbow blastos. Again, can't really see them too well in the light. There's my other brain, still alive and kicking. And then here's my plate coral. Again, real vibrant orange. Doesn't really show up under this light very well. My trumpets got overrun with algae. You can see there's a bunch of space between them all. So I had to pull them out, clean them off. They're doing a lot better than they were. So I'm back over here. So I got this acro. It was one of the first ones I put in the tank. It is purple with green polyps and blue tips. There's a small frag of that cup coral I was able to save. It should come back well. And then all that pink stuff is the pink Monty Digi, but it's got like a blue skin. It's really neat, but it really overtook that rock as soon as I put it in there. And then this acro here is purple And blue, it's like a really light blue. And then right below that and to the left is my little green. I think it's a swamp thing or something like that. And we got my plating Montes are doing well. And that Pasillopora is kind of just grown out into them a little bit. Right next to them I picked up this acro colony here. It's pink, pretty vibrant pink. Again, can't really see it. And right below that is my red hot Setosa. It's grown out really nice. It's starting to grow down though. I think it's too high up. It's not bleaching, but it would be growing out if it wasn't too high up. And right above that I got this Millie that's kind of encrusted this rock. And then right below that, right there, is a little green acrofrag that I picked up. There's a blue acrofrag right there that you can't really see too well. And then right above it to the left is another little blue and purple acrofrag that I picked up. There's my hammers. And then of course my zoanthid rock, which I think is my favorite. Up top I got the red Bam Bams. And then some more red Bam Bams mixed in with some Black Hole Suns. Just below those right here, these are all blue hornets. Wham and watermelons right there. Some kind of sun god thing. Got these red people eaters at the frag show last weekend. Down here got these orangies. And here's my ORA bird's nest that's doing fairly well. Got these green pallies down here too, and then these toxic greens. Here is my Rastas, which won't focus. And then above them we have some desert stars. Also don't seem to want to focus, and that's horrible. And then right above them we've got the God of War here. There we go. And then a little orange one down bottom to the right there. And then up here, some kind of rainbow Oompa Loompa thing. All in all, everything's doing fairly well. Here's my war coral. You see that big hole in the middle of it? That was where the original frag was glued to the rock. And I wound up prying it up. I took it up to my fish store and gave it to him. And he gives me credit for everything, so it's pretty cool. That's about it. I added the Miracle Mud to my sump not too long ago and put an egg crate down on top of that. My Chaeto to grow on. I got a couple leathers down there chilling. I'm going to take up to the fish store. I noticed a big change in the corals after I added the mud. So a positive change that is, they were doing really well. Immediately after I added it, I noticed a huge difference. Man, I wish this camera would focus a little bit better. Yeah, this camera just really doesn't do the actual tank much justice. See, turning this light on helps. But I'm really happy with it. My only regret is that I didn't go bigger. So I just went through a whole thing with changing out a bunch of my chemicals and dosing, and I think I'm going to do a separate video on that. Of all my videos, the 2-part dosing video got the most views, so I think that's what most people are interested in. So I think next week I'm going to do like an in-depth 2-part dosing instructional video, taking me through all of my process for determining the exact amount of dosing that you need on a given day based on the consumption that your corals go through, which in turn is important because you also need to know your calcium and alkalinity consumption levels for certain additives, especially the ones that I use for coloration and things of that nature. So please comment, please subscribe if you have any questions. Leave them in the text box below, and once again, if you see anything I'm doing wrong or anything I could be doing better, I'd appreciate if you let me know. Thanks.